Alright. So it's very interesting because, again, like, Mael woke up in this room, right? That's where Mael was dropped when we started Expedition 33. I also do notice that, like, the Eiffel Tower appears to be here. But it's weird because, like, it's like they're in this, it's like they're in the sky or some shit. Like, look. It's like the Eiffel Tower is surrounded by clouds. There's not actually a city around. It's like, it's very weird. It's like the manor is in the sky, and somehow the Eiffel Tower is here. But we also know that the Eiffel Tower in the Expedition 33 world is, like, flaccid. Like, we've made jokes about the flaccid Eiffel Tower before. That the Eiffel Tower needed Viagra, while this one is standing erect, I fear. But it's also standing in the clouds, so that's fucking weird. The music here is very distorted. I'm trying to remember, like, I have aphantasia, so I don't have visual memory. But I'm trying to remember if the manor is the same. This is where we found the record, Alicia. Oh man, I kind of hoped that, like, all doors would be open now, but that's not the case. Because, well, when we were in Expedition 33, like, we basically had all matter door opens minus 2, which at this point I really want to just fucking cry, because that means that I failed, and that means that probably there were, like, some side areas where we could find the 2 remaining doors, and I will never know the secret, which devastates me. 2 doors away from having all the doors open. Fuck my big chungus fucking life.
Come along now. I'm in Renoir's atelier.
Clea sounds a lot older than Alicia does. A lot of, I think, like, I may be wrong, but I feel like this painting right here, it gets repeated too much. I remember there being more variety than just that painting repeating this much. And also I remember there being, like, more paintings. Wow, that's so strange. Look, like, this is showing an image of, like, the flaccid Eiffel Tower opposed to the erect one in this world. Oh my gosh. Wait, okay, this is new. This is a painting that I haven't yet seen before. What is this? It looks like the manor, but I've fucking observed every single painting in this fucking house. I have not yet seen this. That's weird. What the fuck? Look! Okay, so hold on. We are in year 49, but there's already a painting on the wall that says 33. What the fuck? Like, this is so weird. It's like again, like, maybe the paintress didn't start painting the canvas on which our game played until it was year 33. So either this is like a huge oversight by the devs, or like, no way, because like they wouldn't leave this up. Like this one clearly says 33 as well. That's like wild though. So I feel like the paintress herself must have just been painting. Like the only canvas that she knows is the Expedition 33 canvas. Right, so this is where the usual missing painting in the manor is. Verso. There will never be another family portrait, will there? You will always be missing. Alright, so this leaves me to think that the nightmare that she's having is because she actually lived through that moment. Like, she is burned because in this universe, in this world, Verso has killed himself by fire. Oh, I don't want to click anything accidentally. There's nothing for me outside these doors in Paris. I must speak with Clair. She's in Papa's atelier. Well, I don't know where Papa's atelier is, bro. Like, first of all. The damage from the fire runs too deep. This wall can't be saved. Papa can repair the fire damage and Clair can repaint the walls, but it will never be the same. Right, so it must not be long after Verso's suicide.
Alicia, quit dawdling. End of the corridor, you know where it is.
Look, Esquier is painted here even. Like, these paintings are not here usually. Welcome in from YouTube, Toy. Hope you're well. Esquier. We're seeing a whole bunch of paintings, like, that we haven't seen before. Literally a painting of the Gommaging. That's fucking crazy, though. A painting of the manor on fire. The entirety of the manor on fire. This is just bizarre though. It's bizarre, but because it seems just like this is like a kid who made like a crazy ass story, and the story only affects Expedition 33. And the only thing that's been put on the canvas by the paintress is the story that somebody created. Like some kid, either Alicia or Clair or Verso, decided to paint this fictional story of Expedition 33. It's the exact same shit that I kind of like theorized when I was like hovering here before. It's like almost like, you know, like the devs consider themselves the paintress. Like they think of this story of Expedition 33. They think of the story of Expedition 33 and they're making it come to life, just like probably Clair or Alicia or Verso thought up the story of Expedition 33 and decided to put it in paintings. But then the paintress, upon losing Verso, decided to just make that story come to life on a canvas, So Expedition 33, the year Expedition 33 has been repeating over and 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 over. Because it's the only story that they have, which was one of my earliest theories, actually, that it's a timeline loop. Because everywhere we look, it seems to be just Expedition 33, you know? We are in the year 49, and yet what we're seeing is 33 everywhere. 33. 33. It's like it's the only year that's painted. I think that's Clea's room right there. It would be crazy if I was dead on the money. That was one of my earliest theories. I think that was like at stream 7 or so, or maybe even stream 6 that I had that theory already. It would be crazy if I guessed the plot that early. Let's pet the dog. No, the dog is called Noko? Dude. And it's Monoko the Third. They seem so peaceful by the fire. Noko and Monoko, the dogs? Wow. Clea's harp and Mama's piano. Verso, I miss hearing you play. I miss all the silly songs you wrote for me. Look, again, 33. It's crazy because in the actual manor itself, when I'm exploring, there's not even that much Expedition 33 paintings, bruh. Like, what the fuck? I don't think we've seen this yet. I remember vividly seeing this. I don't think we've seen this yet. Weird, bruh. The fact that I fucking wormed my way up to this level by fucking photo mode. Somebody just fucking time out Rick for the rest of the stream. It's clear that they're intending to spoil, and if you're not intending to spoil, then you're acting like you are, which is just as terrible. Just time him out for the rest of the stream, please. The okay, can I shit. If somebody is alluding to wanting to spoil something, you need to time them out for the rest of the stream. That simple. Okay, so we've literally zoomed our way into Clea's bedroom, I think. Bruh, like this is freaky as fuck. Like, why is Obscure here? Why is Obscure here? Like, this is giving me chills. Like, why is Obscure here? There's Clair and there's Obscure. Why the fuck is Obscure behind what I think is Alicia's bedroom window, bruh? What the fuck? That is so scary. Like, what the hell? Freaky as fuck, dude. That is very creepy. What's wrong with this kid that she wants to have that in her fucking window, honestly? Like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Oh my god, I can't believe how far this photo mode is letting me go, bro. It's like I'm having a mod that is like free cam. Like, what the fuck? I can't believe it. Like, I'm able to go anywhere. Like, we're now in Renoir and Aline's bedroom. How am I capable of doing this, bro? Like, how? It's like the constant computer enhance meme. We're going up into Aline's glass house even? Bruh. What the fuck is that? Oh no, are you kidding me? Guys, I have chills all over. What the fuck do you mean? That is the whole map of Expedition 33 painted. Guys? Oh my god, like the fucking like I'm having full body chills. I am not fucking okay. Dude, so like I feel like we're looking at the blueprints, like almost like if God had a blueprint for the world in Christian's eyes. That's what we're looking at right now. This is it. I feel like if the paintress had a canvas, the one canvas on which she painted everything that became the world in which we previously played, this is it. Like, this is legit the canvas. This is what the paintress meant with her canvas. This is it. This is the canvas of the paintress. It has to be. What the fuck? Does anybody know this before, or am I the first person to discover this? That would be crazy. Imagine little old me, one of the most hated people in the Expedition 33 community because I don't glaze verso, being the first person to discover this secret. Like, that I found the actual canvas of the paintress. Has anybody discovered this before, or am I the first? Because that would be insane. That would be insane. Imagine my contribution to the Expedition 33 community. That I've literally been the first person to discover this. Here at the beginning of the epilogue, world first, world premiere, we fucking found it. Like, what the fuck? Gustav Verso and song hater Elisa Prey discovered canvas of the paintress. Yeah, right, like... You've watched 50 plus playthroughs and played it yourself, never seen this before. You're welcome, guys. I mean, like, holy shit. I think, because if I were to, like, literally what I just said is that, like, the paintress crafts, like, is almost like a god that has doodle-bob this whole universe, the whole canvas of Expedition 33, the world that she lived in, the world that her children thought up, that she brought to life because she wants to live in a memory. It's a mirror world, right? It's not real. Like, the whole game is basically like a matrix. It's like the matrix theory. It was never real. It was never the real world. It was just a painting that we existed in. And this is the painting, which is so creepy. Like, the implications, oh my god, I can't, like... I can't. The implications of, like, we're looking at the blueprint of the fucking universe that we just played in, basically. This is like as if you somehow fucking saw the blueprint of God when he created the world and mankind according to Christianity or some shit. Like, it's so fucking freaky. Wow. Yeah, it just literally shows the entire map. It shows everything in it. Like, even like the little like painting painter's workshop things, it shows fucking everything. Even the map icons, yeah. Bruh, this is like the most... Yeah, can this be like fucking Mario 64? We just jump in it, wahoo! And we go in, and that's how the game starts, like... What if... Like, that's quite literally how I imagine the entirety of Expedition 33. We just like fucking wahoo through the painting, it's like fucking Mario 64 style. And we just like, we start the story as Gustav. It's just all like a big Mario 64 reference. Basically. Like, what the fuck, bro? Holy shit. If they put this in and nobody has found this here before, it's bizarre. If I'm the first, like, that would be so crazy. Oh man. But Jaichu, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Thank you. Enjoy your ad-free viewing, everybody. Wow, like I need to have my heartbeat slow down a little bit, because when I went up this stairs and I saw this is not what I expected. And the fact that this is Aline's like glass house as well, according to the song. Aline being the paintress, it's like, this is pretty much it. Like, this is it. And the fact that 33 has been painted on there as well, just like, it just confirms my theory that Expedition 33 or the year 33 is like the only year that ever was. Well, that's gonna be a TikTok and YouTube shorts. Like, that's gonna be a TikTok and YouTube short, that's for sure. Wow, like that was bizarre and so scary. It's like when I saw it looming in the background as I just sneaked my way up here in photo mode, bruh. Oh my god. Wow. Gotta do the point meme. Like, oh, you mean like the one fucking like right, it's behind me, isn't it? Yeah, I would fucking love to record this music and then play it like, you know, because this is clearly music that's played in reverse. I wish I knew what it would sound like if it was played forward. What the fuck? This is Renoir's shop? What the hell? Oh, so it's Renoir who painted Sirene. He painted like this accent right here. That is visages. Oh boy. Look at that shit. It's like really like Mario 64. What the hell?
Finally. Our little shadow is awake.
Clea? Our little shadow. I should go shadow. And why the fuck does her eyes look like that? What does this mean? Like, what the fuck? What the hell? Our little shadow is awake. Look, this is quite literally Mayel in the fucking painting. What the fuck? Meeting another Mayel? Like, what the heck? What? It's like the devs were like, alright, we're gonna throw all our concept art in this room. like this game is such a meta game. It's so meta in a sense that what the developers have done, creating this, being in the draft room together, creating the story of the game Expedition 33, they were like, okay, what if the game Expedition 33 is about somebody making the story of Expedition 33? And what if all our concept art is gonna be art in the game? Like, like what the fuck? This is so weird to me. And they are just statues though, like they're not even moving. And what is that shit around their eyes that Clea can just make disappear or appear? This is clearly Aline. What the hell, bro? What the fuck? Like this painting looks ready to be jumped in, you know what I mean? Like it looks ready to be jumped in. Everybody being like, oh, this game's so inspired by like Final Fantasy, JRPG. How about Mario 64 and SpongeBob actually? Wow, even like a double mattress for 2 people on the floor of this fucking... on the floor of this atelier, like why? Like it's like Renoir and Aline were sleeping here, like working overtime or some shit. Like what the fuck? Why?
Our parents are quite the stubborn pair. They're still fighting each other inside the canvas.
What? What? They're still fighting each other inside the canvas? What is wrong with these people? Like, what kind of fucking family are y'all? Is this normal to you guys? They're still fighting each other inside the canvas? Maybe that's why they're paralyzed and just fucking standing there. It's like their souls are inside the canvas and they're just like they're like basically like in the like they're Mario 64ing right now.
He has her imprisoned at the top of the monolith, and she has him trapped beneath. It's a stalemate.
What the fuck is this, bruh? What the hell? They've been inside the canvas for so long.
They've spent longer than this in other canvases. It's not that dire.
So what the fuck are they doing? Are they just like legit like painting little fantasy worlds for them to like go into and play a little story in for fun? Like, is this their entertainment? and then eventually they emerge and I was like, oh, this was a great story. This is a great story. Like, yeah, 10-10, 10-10. Like, what?
Yes, I know. Maman's been in there for quite a while already. And Renoir is wasting time in there, trying to help someone who doesn't want his help. We have more urgent matters to attend to.
Did you see Verso?
You're as bad as Aline. He's not Verso. He's a painted copy built from our mother's memories. You do well to remember that.
So why is she calling her parents by like their first names? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, if they created like a little canvas of this fantasy world, they can just like slip into Mario 64 style. That's like, you know, where the son is alive. I can understand that the mom wants to get lost in that, as is the game that we just played, right? And we saw the canvas in which they play upstairs in the glass room, which to me feels like Aline is keeping that like out of sight or something. I don't know, on purpose.
Don't roll your eyes at me, sister dear. I know you're not a child, but you're not grown either. And too many in our family have lost all caution and sense of late. Help her do what? Run away and hide? She's already succeeded there.
Sorry guys, I have a bit of dry lip situation. Give me 1 second, this is getting annoying. Right, I'm back. It was starting to piss me off to the point that I couldn't pay attention to the story, so we can't have that. Like, I use a liquid lipstick for streaming, and it's like she can dry out like crazy, so if there's like... your lips aren't like, you know, in a good state, then it's gonna be annoying. Anyway.
Honestly, if Aline wants to numb herself in the canvas, then let her. Grief is no excuse.
So this is all pretty obvious, right? Like, this is all pretty obvious to me. It's like, this is... I don't know, man. Like, they just created the Matrix, really. They created the Matrix, and you're just living in it for fun. Well, not for fun, because Especially Aline just doesn't want to live in this reality where Verso is not alive.
She's a grown woman, and she was the head of the Painters' Council. She failed her responsibilities. I don't have time to coddle her. And before Verso died, she would have said the same. I already have. Aline is more skilled than Renoir, but I've tipped the scales in his favor. I have my pets in place. She who controls chroma controls the canvas. I can't take her chroma, but I can keep it from returning to her.
She who controls chroma controls the canvas.
Yes, it's enough. It's just a matter of time. As she weakens, Renoir is able to erase her oldest creations. With the exception of her obscene fake family. She's made them immortal, but luckily, they're also quite useless.
Well, thank you for explaining the whole game, Clair. Like, what? So it's all basically just the Matrix, like, okay.
I need you to take care of yourself while I'm gone. Don't be naive. The world doesn't stop simply because our family is in mourning. The conflict is spreading, and there are things I must do if we painters are to survive.
Painters, capital P.
You will do nothing. You're too weak to do anything useful. You'd be a liability.
She is so mean.
The writers used you against us once before. They won't hesitate to use you again.
The painters and the writers, bro, like, what the fuck? This is really... Was I really on the money when I basically was like, this is a game about basically making a game and it's like really meta like that? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Was I that right? If that's true, I swear to fucking god, I will feel like Loki a genius. Like, nobody can take that from me.
And I can't promise that I'll make the same choice Verso made. Verso traded his life for yours. I both love and hate him for that.
I still don't know what that means. Verso traded his life for yours. That's the second time we're hearing that. I still don't really know what it means.
Although, if you really want to be useful, then enter the canvas and help Renoir. I need him back here sooner rather than later. I'll fight this war alone if I have to, but I'd
So there's a
really
war
rather
going
not.
on between the writers and the painters? Like, what the
Can
fuck?
you handle that? Lest you forget, the only reason those two are in there is because your naivety cost Verso his life.
Your naivety cost Verso his life. So she somehow started the fire and he was just like trying to... What, like limit the damage or something, and he sacrificed himself to save something? But yeah, Cleo does not mince words, like goddamn.
Good. Go to the canvas when you're ready. And repaint your throat when you're in there, before you completely forget how to have a conversation.
Repaint your throats.
Lest you forget, the only reason those two are in there is because your naivety cost Verso his life.
So I think they just really started like making these like matrices almost, just because they wanted to, out of grief. Actual fuck, bruh. But yeah, Clea, damn, like damn. Damn, like there's no reason to be this rude to Alicia. I mean, maybe she just kind of blames Alicia for the loss of Ursa or something, but that's like harsh, bro.
Good. And repaint your...
I'm just like a little speechless gamer. It's like I'm just like, like, am I emotionally and mentally ready to move on yet? It's like, the fuck. Verso's childhood canvas where we used to play. Like, how are they doing this? Like, you know, like how do they just... Because this is not normal, right? Like, I've painted things before in my life. It's not like I can jump in it. How the fuck are they doing this? Like, I saw so many questions. Like, how are they doing this? For example, right? Chroma, maybe? Like, I don't know. But we still don't really know what chroma is. Oh my gosh, okay. Where he painted Eskie and Monoko, and where Mama and Papa now fight. So I was right about that too, that the entirety of that world was like Verso's creations. I just thought that the paintress had created the world for him, but it's just literally the world that Verso painted himself, and they just decided to jump in it. Clea's right, it's my fault, I should help fix this. No, she's not right, she's kinda a bitch, low-key. It'd be nice to talk and breathe again without pain, without my face being... Not that that's the reason to do this. No, it's the right thing to do after everything I've caused. Alright guys, Mario 64 time. Wahoo! That's crazy.
If we bring Maman out of the canvas, she'll try to return. We must hide the canvas.
Well reasoned. And such a clever hiding spot you've chosen.
Wait a minute, what the fuck did she say?
You'll still find it, but I'm impressed. This only truly ends if you destroy the canvas. And that means stopping the final sliver of Verso's soul from painting.
Right, so she's entering the canvas. I thought she was in it already, lol. Why did Verso paint something fucked up like this?
That wasn't so hard. Wait, that's Aline's chroma. Stay calm. Don't let it take control of you. Calm, Alicia, or it'll paint over you. What an auspicious start. Well, you're about to be reborn in this world as one of Aline's creations. Have fun. At least this will keep you out of trouble until I get back.
What? Because Alicia could not resist Aline's chroma, she got reborn as one of Aline's creations? Wait, literally?
She's a girl. She's a girl.
Okay, but like, hold on. What I don't understand, if like, what I don't really get, if she gets reborn as one of Aline's creations, why wouldn't she just be like the daughter of Aline then? like, why is she the daughter of these two random people? Like, if this is Aline's fantasy, why doesn't she just like, you know, paint herself as like the mom? That's a bit weird, right? Because like now that's like the daughter of another family and not your family, right?
Beautiful. What a lovely voice.
Because these are like men and women from Lumiere.
My love, did you decide on a name?
It's gonna be Mael,
Yes.
probably.
Oh, my darling girl. We have precious little time together. You'll never know us. But I want you to know that you are loved.
There you go.
I want you to know
There you go.
you're not alone. You will always be the beautiful child I held in my arms. You will smile the brightest smile. You will cry iridescent tears. You will know love. And you will know pain. You will know loss all too well. Because we live in an unforgiving world. But you are strong. And you will survive. You will struggle. And you will learn. You'll find people to call your own. And you will shine as their guiding light. For you will change the world. And the people around you. You'll forever be our princess.
But we gotta remember that this painting was made by Verso. Like, why did Verso make this painting? To torture his sister? Like, what? Like, why would you create a world that is so horrible on her? Because this is Verso's painting.
I have decided on her name.
It's his painting. It's his canvas.
And her name will be...
Like
Mael.
we've all established that Mael has suffered more than Jesus, you know? So why is that the case? Why the fuck would you paint a life of torture? I'm so confused at that. I want to rewatch that scene. I want to rewatch that whole scene and just be able to pause through it and look at it, because what the fuck? So it's the childhood canvas that they used to play in, but why the fuck would you create something so fucking dark? Like it's like you could see that basically as Alicia descended into the painting and basically got like reincarnated in the painting as Mael, that her whole story was essentially spelled out for her from the moment that she was born in the reincarnation, which, to be fair, that deja vu theory with the reincarnation that I had super early, okay. But why the fuck, if that is like spelled out for her, like the writers versus the painters, if that story is spelled out, why the fuck, like hold on, if this is like the canvas that Verso created, because it's his canvas, right? It was very explicitly stated it's Verso's canvas. Why the fuck would he paint a world in which his sister, like, you know, like you will know love and you will know pain. Like, it's like, okay, like, versus like, right, I'm gonna paint this scene where my sister is gonna lose the person that she loves the most, blah blah blah. Like, what? Like, I don't get that at all. It's like the story is spelled out for her, which we just saw. Why would you do that? Like, I don't know why you would, like, write something so, like, I don't know, man. If I was making a painting, like, if I was creating a painting as, like, an alternate world that you could just basically VR your way into, I would not create one where my sister, my twin sister, would go through immense and terrible pain for the sake of what? Like, being the Jesus figure in the story. That changes the lives of people around her. I mean, it is obviously, like, I can understand how, you know, it's a, like, a character growth arc or whatever, like teaching someone loss and teaching someone pain and love. Like, we have Disney movies for a reason, and in Disney movies, some parent always ends up dying. There's always, it's like some arc of like loss or love in it to teach children, you know, those sides of life. But like, I still find it bizarre in a way. I need to rewatch that scene. I'm gonna see if I can like load the save after this. Wait, what the fuck?
Alicia.
Actually, I prefer Maya.
I think I do too.
What the fuck? So she
But I'm
didn't
not really
get
Versa, and
gommaged?
You're not really my L, are you?
You're not Verso, no. You look insane.
Listen, if I had $1 for every game in which Jennifer English plays a character, after which, when they undergo a very serious arc, their hair turns white, I would have $2. Which is not a lot, but it's crazy that it happened twice. You know?
I'm just like him. How are you? I'm still Mael, though.
Like, like, what the fuck?
You should have helped me remember.
Shadowheart approves.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, dear. If I'd listened to Mama, if I hadn't trusted the writers, Verso would still be alive, and you
Wouldn't exist.
wouldn't be caught in the middle. Mama did a terrible thing, painting you into Verso's canvas, giving you his memories, pretending the fire only took me. But I'm glad you exist.
Your father was right to erase everyone is better this way.
Better for who? Verso would never have wanted his canvas gone. He loved Esquier and his gestrels and grandes.
It was killing our mother. Staying here so long in a make-believe world with her make-believe family.
It's not make-believe. It's not. You're not to me. Papa's here. He'll help me fix Lumiere.
Will he?
Maman painted a rather unflattering portrait of him. He's much warmer than the Renoir, you know.
I bet.
What the fuck? power to deal more than that. Thank God. Thank God. As a paintress. So it's like there's this crazy war going on outside of the canvas between the writers and the painters. Like, what the fuck? Guys, would you mind if I reload, like, you know, because I need to fucking, like, see all of that again. I'm just, like, I need to, that's not, like, no, you know, it's not, it won't do. I have to simply see all of that again. That's just so much to process. I need to just, like, let it sink in. No pun intended. And try to theorize my way through understanding what the fuck
Lest
just
you
happened.
forget. Good. And read.
So it's like, that's like what this game keeps doing. It just bombards you with shit and you just feel so overwhelmed. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I can't process it. And my brain is pretty fast, but... ugh. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely still confused. Like, we're getting answers, but there's still so much, like, of the puzzle that's still missing. Like, the pieces are coming together, but there's still a lot of missing pieces.
If we bring Mama out of the camp...
So the goal is to basically pull the mother out of the canvas that she is stuck in. She's decided to get stuck in this canvas because her grief basically has her be, you know, entranced and determined to stay stuck in Verso's canvas, in Verso's world, because that makes her feel close to him, right?
She'll try to return. We must hide the canvas.
We must hide the canvas. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, why would you hide the canvas? Unless you're afraid that she's gonna grab it first and then she's gonna hide it so that she cannot get out of it anymore or something. Like, hiding it before she can. Lowest point in the writing, we had some lore drops, sure, but throw so much at the player while otherwise had been doing a good job. Yeah, it is a lot all at once. You know, it's a lot all at once. Instead of like slowly dripping, it's like all of a sudden everything is coming. But we're just gonna work our way through that. So I'm assuming they want to hide the canvas so that the mom can't destroy it or hide it. Because she wants to be stuck in it. But our goal is to pull her out.
Well reasoned. And such a clever hiding spot you've chosen.
How are we gonna pull her out though? Like to get her close to the canvas or something.
She'll still find it, but I'm impressed.
Like it is such a huge whiplash. It's a huge whiplash. It's like from knowing nothing to all of a sudden knowing everything, like not everything, but so much. It's like being slapped in the face 6,000 times over. Like that's what it feels like, to the point that your brain is just like shell-shocked. I can only imagine this is the type of shit that they describe in like, you know, H.P. Lovecraft. Why humans go mad when they start digging into like the eldritch knowledge, because it's too much for the human brain to comprehend. You know, it's like all of a sudden you become aware of like the whole universe and its creation, and that everything is a simulation and nothing is real. And like, you know, your brain just explodes. Like you go crazy and die and your brain explodes. It's literally H.P. Lovecraft in that sense, because that's kind of what I feel like right now. It's like my brain cannot process all of a sudden all this information, you know? Like, Like everything just gets dumped all at once. It's like you just like met Cthulhu or whatever. But it's like even in H.P. Lovecraft, it's like the eldritch knowledge gets like dripped into people. This is like if all of a sudden like the whole truth of the universe, the whole truth of Cthulhu and everything just was like imprinted in your brain in like a 3-minute, you know, hallucination. In a 3-minute hallucination, and good luck dealing with that. Like, you know, that's crazy. Like I wish they had at least like kind of like dripped it a little bit instead of this insane whiplash, because it's hard to process. It really is. To just, you know, all of a sudden all at once. So that's why I have to go back and I have to just like compartmentalize it. It was intended to be this way. Duh, holy shit. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Of course it was intended to be this way. Do you think this game wrote itself? Like, the fuck? Like, with all due respect, like, hello? Like, there's people that wrote this game, you know? Everything that's in this game is intended to be this way. It's like so silly. Like, it's so annoying to me when people are like, well, maybe it's intended to be that. Yeah, duh. Somebody made this game. Like, people actually made this, you know? It's not something that created itself. But whether it's a good choice, I don't know. I mean, most people probably aren't as invested in trying to figure everything out. They're just like, okay, this is crazy, and they just keep playing, and it's gonna all explain itself at some point. But for me, it's like, I'm like one of those crazy people that is trying to figure out the whole Cthulhu thing.
This only truly ends if you destroy the camp.
But then it also is like the writing, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't really make sense to me. She's like, this only truly ends if you destroy the canvas. But isn't it like right there? Like, am I really dumb, or aren't they standing right in front of it with a candle even? Like, am I dumb? Like, am I just, at this point I feel like, am I just not getting it? Like, am I just really just too dumb to understand this game? Because she's like, it can only end if you destroy the canvas. This is your job. Sweetie, it's like right there. You're standing right in front of it. Like, I understand that maybe the mom's consciousness needs to be pulled out first, and Renoir needs to be pulled out first before they destroy it. I get that. Maybe that's like the deal. Like, the consciousness has to be removed before they destroy it. It's kind of like in the Matrix or something. You know how if you're in the Matrix, if you die in the Matrix, you die in real life kind of shit. Like, maybe it's like, you know, like before the canvas gets destroyed, she has to be pulled out first. That kind of would make sense. But the writing is very vague about it, because it's like, you must destroy the canvas. Oh, well, like, it's right there. Or maybe what she means is that she has to fuck up everything on purpose so that it doesn't look like Verso's canvas anymore, to the point that the mom is like, I don't want to be here anymore, I'm gonna leave. Like, maybe like that kind of thing, you know? Like, it's like she's just tasked with destroying like everything, so that the mom is like, it's fucked now, I'm gonna just leave, maybe. But that one comment that you said, Gunny, like you highly disagree, like, or well, it was who said? Somebody said that I think most people are still confused at this point. I think you were very right. If you're not confused at this point, then either you've been spoiled before, or you just never cared enough to not be confused, because it is still very confusing. I'm unpacking it with all the knowledge that I have. And it's not like I haven't been paying attention, but I'm still actively, extremely confused.
And that means stopping the final sliver of Verso's soul from painting.
Stopping the final sliver of Verso's soul from painting. So Verso's soul is trapped in the canvas. And as long as Verso's soul is alive in the canvas, painting his world, then the mom wants to stay there because that's how she feels close to Verso, is because his creations are still alive there and his soul is still painting in the painting itself. So she's like, my son is kind of alive in here, sort of, because he's still painting in here. He's still creating in here. So she doesn't want to leave because that's like, you know.
See? That wasn't so hard.
So it's also kind of vague to me. I kind of like, because like, how can you pretend like this story makes sense right now? Because when Alicia goes into this painting, she gets in and she gets reborn as a baby. But why, when Renoir and Aline go in, they don't get reborn as babies? Like, you know, like, are you really pretending like everything makes sense? Because it really fucking doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very confused. Because it seems like Maëlle / Aline here, Alicia here, doesn't really have a choice but to be reborn as an infant. You know, like what? You know? Fishing, thank you so much for the 5 months. So why the fuck do Aline and Renoir not get like, because this is kind of like this weird, it kind of plays on like conspiracy theory, right? Like the whole reincarnation theory. It's almost like, if you can imagine the manner that we just saw of the real life as like a hub where all souls are, and this is like some fucking Scientology shit. And then like the souls from the spaceship go down to Earth and get like reborn as a baby. Isn't it like the whole thing of Scientology? That there's an X amount of really ancient souls that just keep getting reincarnated, and you can measure with an e-meter just like how old your soul is or whatever. But at least like in that theory, everybody gets reborn as a baby, right? So why the fuck do Renoir and Aline not get reborn as babies? Oh, but let's just be like that person and somehow, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I know exactly what it means. You know, there's just like a big fucking difference here. And the big fucking reality is that I am not afraid to theorize and pretend like and just say what I think. You know, I'm pretty sure that if I would let this cutscene play out and I just rush the game, everything is going to make sense at the end. I feel like this is not a game that's going to stay esoteric. It's not going to be like a David Lynch movie where by the end you still don't know shit, right? It's not going to be like that. I know it. Because otherwise people wouldn't like this game. That's just the reality of it. People don't like fake stories. But for me, it's like, all this hate that I'm getting and all these people that I'm attracting is because I am not afraid to sit here and theorize and expose myself to being wrong, right? Like I could just shut up and never like theorize anything or speak aloud on anything and just wait for the story to explain itself so that I look smart because I'm not making a dumb mistake of like theorizing something wrong or understanding something wrong. And it's like, that shit takes bravery, especially when the Expedition 33 community is so fucking like, almost like Nazi-ish in just like how aggressive and oppressive they're being with like forcing the truth down people's throats. And if you say a wrong thing, you need to be immediately corrected and immediately like spoilered and immediately like, it's insane, you know, it's insane. Like, let people be wrong. If the game is so good and the writing is so good, it's gonna be clear to me by the end, no? Let me make mistakes.
That's Aline's chroma. Stay calm. Don't let it take control of you. Calm, Alicia. A little paint over you. What an auspicious start. Well, you're about to be reborn in this world as one of Aline's creations. Have fun.
Okay, so because she couldn't resist Aline's chroma, she's gonna be like reborn from the start, I suppose. And that's where...
At least this will keep you out of trouble until I get back.
She's gonna live Maëlle's like whole life until like X amount of years. But maybe because Renoir and Aline's chroma was so strong that they didn't basically get born as a baby. I guess. Like, they just didn't get born as a baby because they were just strong enough to have control or whatever.
She's a girl. She's a girl.
I still don't understand why Aline's... Like, I have the same question, though. I still don't understand why Aline would paint her daughter to be basically born from different parents. Like, if I wanted to make my family, then wouldn't I just, like, create my child to be born from me? What?
Beautiful.
I still don't get that.
What a lovely voice. My love.
Like, so many things don't make sense to me, though. Like,
Yes. Oh, my darling girl. We have precious little time together. You'll never know us. But I want you to know that you are loved. I want you to know you're not alone. You will always be the beautiful child I held in my arms. You will smile the brightest smile. You will cry iridescent tears. You will know love, and you will know pain. You will know loss all too well, because we live in an unforgiving world. But you are strong, and you...
Like, it would make sense to me if the painter of this canvas was Aline. Because I understand if, like, Aline would paint this world and basically just, like, teach her kids to have, like, grief and to have loss. But I also don't really get it because we read that journal entry in which Aline said that she cannot even look at Alicia because she sees, like, her own grief reflected, like, in 1,000, like, shards of, like a broken mirror. So if your child grieving is so painful to you that you want to escape into, like, a canvas, into an alternate world to basically escape your kid and to escape everything, why the fuck would you paint her story to make her experience so much grief because this world is unforgiving? Right? Like, if you are escaping because your kid is experiencing so much grief that you cannot even handle looking at her, which is what the journal says, then why are you creating for your kid a story in which she experiences even more grief? Like, I guess I just don't get it.
You will survive. You will struggle.
Like, why? Like, because, like, if this is, like, some sort of, like, mother heart teaching her kid, it's like that doesn't make sense because these teachings, aka the grief and the pain that Maëlle goes through, is exactly what Aline is escaping from, right? So why would you expose yourself to, like, a new version of your child? But why wouldn't you make sure that your child has, like, a happy life so you can just, like, you know, look upon your kid's face and just see a happy kid? Instead, you're creating this insane story of grief and pain so that if you were to see your kid, you just see nothing but grief and pain on her face and tears. Like, isn't that exactly what she was trying to escape from in the journals?
You will learn.
It doesn't make sense. So that fucking person that was like, oh, well, everything makes sense to everybody but you until this moment. It's like, no, it doesn't, because there's not even, like, any logic to what's happening right now.
And you'll
We know that Aline is escaping, that she cannot even look her own daughter in the eyes because of the pain and grief on her face. And yet she creates a story in which her kid experiences grief. That is so contradictory to, like, what she's escaping from, what she's running from.
as their guiding light. For you will change the world and the people around you.
Like, for you will change the world and the people around you. It's like Aline really does not like, the vibe that I've been getting is that Aline really does not like Alicia. She likes Verso a whole lot. It's like, this is like the story almost as if the story is like where the favorite child dies. So the parents become so fixated on the death of the favorite kid that they just completely neglect the surviving children, which is something that happens a lot. It's like when parents have multiple children and one of their kids dies, they can get consumed by grief so hard that they neglect the other children completely. This is something that's very real. It's something that happens. That the other children fall into like severe neglect because the parents are just like so struck with grief that they just cannot even like handle looking at their other children anymore. Or sometimes they cannot even handle looking at their partner anymore because they see traits of their kid's face like in their partner. Or when a partner dies and they look at their children, they cannot handle looking at their children because they see features of their partner in the kids. This is something very fucking real. But again, like, if that's true and you're trying so hard to like, because literally the journal says, I hope we can access it. It says literally, Aline cannot stand to look at Alicia. She can't look at her because she sees her grief basically in like a tenfold, like a broken mirror, like 1,000 times worse because she lost her beloved brother. So why the fuck would she make her go through even more grief? In this fake story, in this fake canvas created by Verso, mind you. Why wouldn't you create an ideal world for her so that you don't, like, if you're trying to escape in here, which is what she's doing, she's trying to escape in this fantasy where she feels closer to Verso. Why would you repaint grief in? If that's exactly what you're running from, the grief on the face of your daughter is what she's escaping from, and yet she's repainting it in here. Nobody can tell me that that makes sense. I'm sorry, but...
You'll forever be our princess.
Because again, Aline is escaping. That's what she's doing. She's escaped in this world, right?
I have decided on her name. And her name will be... Maëlle.
But it's also very weird because I thought that Maëlle was Renoir's creation. Right? Because doesn't the painter say like, oh my god, like he created you to deceive me? Like that's what the painter says, like, right? Like he created you to deceive me. During the combat, she says he really thinks that, you know, if he like painted basically by that, he really thinks that if he sends the likeness of my children after me, that I'm not gonna fight back. That's what she says during combat, right? So basically, the paintress herself says numerous times that this is Renoir's creations. That this version, Maëlle, and that version, Verso, is painted by Renoir and sent to her by Renoir, in the hopes that she wouldn't fight back when they're coming for her. So why, when we just fall in the canvas, does Clea say, you're going to be reborn as one of Aline's creations? Like, this is also, again, contradicting itself. Because the paintress says that we are Renoir's creations, but now Clea says that I'm Aline's creation. Like, what's the truth? I'm sorry, but the people that say that, oh, I understand everything about this story at this point, like, what? How? Like, because everything is contradicting itself. And that's why I feel like it still doesn't make sense to me. Because we had the paintress literally saying that we are his creations, his sent to her, in hopes that she wouldn't fight back if she saw the likeness of her children. And now Clea said that we are Aline's creation. So whose creation are we? Because one is saying that we're her creation, and the other is saying that we're his creation. So like, what the fuck? Like, it's not making sense. You might just metaphorically KMS over this chat. Well, so Toy, you came from the YouTube community, right? At least now you're seeing how bad it is. I feel like the people that watch on YouTube have no idea just how bad the streams have been. Like, but now you're experiencing it in real time. And then imagine that I'm getting hate on YouTube as well. This has been like the craziest journey of my life. No joke. I've never experienced a game like this before. Like, it's just wild, you know, like... It's been such a fucking disaster. It's crazy. But I'm imagining that where we're at right now, that Act 3, like this is basically after the gomaging of everybody. But somehow Mayal didn't get fully gomaged. She just got a hair dye and persisted. And Verso didn't get gomaged either, or something. But it's a bit weird, though. It's a bit weird. Like, I'm still so confused. Because we literally saw Mayel go up in, like, flowers. But now she's still here as Mayel, but with a different hair color. Like, did they just try to debate us? Like, try to, like, emotionally manipulate us? Or, like, showing that she disappeared or whatever? But maybe she just, like, it was like a Wings Club magical girl transformation where she just returned with a different outfit and a different hairstyle or some shit. I don't know, because Verso is, like, sitting here all bloody, so it's like, he looks the exact same as he looked when he was sitting on that, like, ledge reading the letter. But Mayel, like, underwent a magical girl transformation.
Actually, I prefer Maya.
Oh my! I've never felt more dumb in my life than playing this game. I would just like to state that I've never felt more dumb in my life, gamers. I feel so fucking stupid. Like, this game really has a way of making you feel dumb. At least it makes me feel dumb as fuck. Like, because nothing is making sense to me.
But I'm not.
And it feels like this should be like the big reveal, the big, like, you know, everything makes sense moment. But it's like, things make even less sense to me now.
Really Verso, and you're not really Mayel, are you?
I feel so fucking dumb.
You're not Verso, no. You look and sound just like him, but you're you. I'm still Mayel, though.
Well, we would have finished the cutscenes about an hour and a half ago if chat wasn't so absolutely crazy, Ari Sandwich.
Yeah.
We would have just been able to move on, like...
But I...
Unfortunately, people are making it very
I'm
hard.
sorry, dear. If I'd listened to Mama, if I hadn't trusted the writers, Verso would still be alive, and you...
Wouldn't exist.
wouldn't be caught in the middle. Maman did a terrible thing, painting you into Verso's canvas, giving you his memories, pretending the fire only took me.
Okay, so the fire took both. Pretending the fire only took me. Well, Verso died in the fire, I'm pretty sure. But she
I'm
didn't die in
glad
the
you
fire.
exist.
Your father was right to erase everyone is better this way.
Better for who? Verso would never have wanted his canvas gone.
But
He
Verso's
liked
canvas is
Claire
fucked up as
Obscur
fuck, though. Like, why would Verso paint a canvas in which, like, you know, hella people die?
It was killing
I don't know, dude.
our mother. Staying here so long in a make-believe world with her make-believe
Like, it's not like he
family.
painted a utopia.
It's not make-believe. It's not. You're not to me.
We created some dark-ass fucked up shit, like...
Papa's here. He'll help me fix Lumiere.
Will he?
Maman painted a rather unflattering portrait of him.
But this is also not making sense to me. It's like, Papa's here. He'll help me fix Lumiere. Isn't the whole point that everything needs to be destroyed so that the wife decides to come out? Like, did she forget her quest that Clea gave her? Like this is also weird, because Clea was literally like, you have to destroy the canvas. You can actually take it literal, and she'd have to burn that thing as she was standing in front of it, which they didn't do. So then we gotta take it metaphorical, which means that she has to like destroy the world inside and fuck up the world inside. But now she's like, I'm gonna repair Lumiere. Papa's here. I'm gonna repair Lumiere. But if Papa's goal is to get Mama out, then Mama is not gonna come out if they restore everything to look peaceful and cute. So shit does not make, like, I'm sorry, but it's just not making sense to me.
He's much warmer than the Renoir, you know.
You are like, Papa. That's such a good meme. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I'm so confused that I'm ready to just give up on like theorizing in general. Because I feel like I'm just fucking myself over. Because I just feel dumber and dumber the more I try to understand the story. Alright, here we go again. Take, what is it? Fucking bajillion, bro? This could, I'm pretty sure that if you watch the scene in like a fucking silent walkthrough, that this would be like maybe a total of 15 minutes. It's been taking us 3 hours to get through it so far.
I hid the canvas before I entered.
Mind you, like I'm on a time restraint. Like in a few days, I cannot play this game anymore because new games are coming out. So if I cannot finish on time, it's y'all's fault. Like that ass.
I haven't been in this canvas.
It's y'all's fault. It doesn't come from a good place if it's against the rules, Cascade. It comes from a selfish place if you go against my wishes. Yeah, I'm also gonna play Blood of the Dawnwalker, yeah. No, because I go into emote-only mode, then a lot of really kind and good people get their voices taken away for a few that are just ruining it for everyone. People need to just behave. We're all adults, it's not that much to ask.
I thought I told you to stay home.
Technically, my body's at home.
Thanks for the biddies, Mr. Mayhem. I appreciate that.
Some of Eileen's finest work. I regret that it caused you so much pain. What Eileen did was unfair to you most of all. Please, accept the Descendre family's apologies. I know it seems absurd to offer oblivion as recompense, but perhaps that's the outcome we both desire.
What?
I'm proud of you. Getting your mother out of the canvas was not easy. Once we erase the canvas, we won't have to worry anymore.
She's home now. Why?
You know your mother. Verso painted this canvas. It contains...
Alright, so by killing the paintress inside of this canvas, she basically woke up again in real life. Like, it's like if you die in the Matrix, you wake up in real life. But of course, when this Verso dies here, he just disintegrates. He doesn't have a real life to wake up to.
A piece of his soul. She'll never willingly part with it.
No.
So the reason why they need to hide the canvas IRL is because they want to prevent the mother from going back in. That makes sense. They want to prevent the mom from re-entering. Like, we've killed her, we've pulled her out, we need to prevent her from re-entering. So the canvas needs to be hidden IRL, which I suppose is what they did before she jumped in. They hid it already. They didn't hide it, and they hid it in the real world before she jumped in. Then her quest was to pull her out and kill her so that she'd be pulled out. So now she's alive in the real world while Alicia is still frozen and inside the canvas in the real world. Now Renoir is convincing her to pull her out, but she doesn't want to leave because she likes it here. But that's why they hit the canvas, so the mom can't re-enter. She can't re-enter the Matrix.
For the sake of the living, we must part with the dead.
No, Papa. See, I hit the
She
canvas.
will always find it. This is our only opportunity. What?
So the reason why she doesn't want to destroy the canvas because that's the only place where her brother is still alive. But Renoir needs the canvas destroyed because he's afraid that even if they hide it, his wife will still find it and he will still go back.
She's too sick from her prolonged descent into the canvas to return.
No. Papa. Papa, please. This is Verso's only
But
canvas.
she is... Maëlle/Alicia is basically mirroring the mom. Like, they both cannot let go.
You can't destroy the last piece of him that we have. This is my home now. You can't just decide...
Your home? After all that with your mother, you want to stay?
You know how little remains of my life outside.
Alicia, you'll die.
Renoir is like, you didn't learn shit, did you?
You've already been here longer than you should.
Damn.
No. Look at me, I said no. I am not letting my daughter risk her life. Alicia.
I'm not, Mum. I'm not
I guess his
gonna
only
lose
choice is
myself
to
if
kill
I
her,
stay.
right? So
I
that she
know
wakes up
full
IRL.
well you will, and I am not doing this again.
He's like, ah, hell no, like, not a repetition of what happened to my wife, but this time with my fucking daughter.
Papa, what are you...
It's time to go home.
Oh, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you, it's time to go home. Right, right. Breathtaking, thank you so much for the tier 1.
Verso, come on. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, am I a bad person at this very moment? I stand fully behind Renoir. Like, he is the only person that's making sense to me. Like, you know, like, I understand grief is fucking horrible, but at some point you gotta let go. You know, like, this almost just like speaks to a testament of like what would happen, for example, if we were to basically upload a deceased one's memory into like an AI chatbot. It's like, if you're gonna exist in a world where your loved ones still exist, despite them being dead, then you will never be able to move on from their parting. And what Renoir is basically trying to do is like, playtime is fucking over, bruh. Like, it's time to just leave the dead be dead. It's time to just stop this shit. Like, we've lived in this illusion for too long. It's time to just wake up and let the diseased be the diseased. But it seems like Alicia cannot let go. So she's mirroring the behavior of her mother. Her mom was pulled out, but now she's insisting on being stuck. Someone get this kid out, like somebody needs to get this kid out. For real. But I understand that the real world sucks for her because she's lost her voice. you know, she's burned, she misses an eye, she doesn't have her brother, like the real world is hell for her. She should have never been sent into this painting in the first place. Maybe the number one bad guy is Clair. Like, she should have never been sent into this painting. I understand that Clair wanted her mother out, but she should have just let her dad just, you know, do the work. But it's still a bit fake to me. Why the curator just couldn't kill the paintress himself. Like, they were fighting inside the painting, that's true. But why was there a version of Renoir in the original game of Expedition 33 that was actually trying to stop us from reaching the paintress? Because it seems like his goal all along was for the paintress to be killed, which is the curator. So how was there a version of Renoir that was trying to stop that from happening? Maybe that was like Aline's creation, Aline's version of Renoir, that she employed as like a defense force to make sure that she wouldn't get out. And the real Renoir, aka the curator, was trying to make sure that she would get killed. I think that's the only way I can make sense of it. But I stand behind Renoir, guys. I do. I do. I stand behind her. Behind him. Like, I'm seeing this and I'm like, I don't like this. Like, I don't like this. Somebody stop them. You know, like, stop them. Anyway, let's lock in and pay attention. Behave, please, chat.
I did it so easily. What am I doing wrong?
Don't be discouraged. It's only been a day since you remembered your paintress side.
We believe in you.
Remember them. Painting isn't about verisimilitude, it's about essence.
Verisimilitude? I don't know what that means. My phone is dead. Can anybody look up the definition of verisimilitude for me? It's about essence. Verisimilitude? It's a bad day to not be a native English speaker. Verisimilitude? Painting is not about verisimilitude, it's about essence. This quality or state of being verisimilar, okay. Believable in the context of art means having the appearance of truth, the quality of seeming. Okay, so he's basically telling her that painting doesn't need to be realistic, it can be abstract as well. Like, you don't need to paint hyper-realism. It's about capturing the essence of what you're trying to paint. So basically where the whole like abstract art form started coming from, just like painting the essence, not hyperrealism. Okay.
Truth of who they are. Your father made the axles, right?
She who plays with wonder, he who guards truth with lies.
They're the essence of your mother and your brother.
So Sirene is supposed to be Aline and Verso, the visages. Well, she did a pretty damn good job at making them lifelike, though. Like, she did a pretty damn good job.
How did we go marched?
Like, they don't look abstract at all.
We have much to talk about.
Am I the only person that's not happy because I know everything is fake anyway? Like, how can I be excited about this when I know that none of this is real? None of this is real. It's just, at this point, Alicia's playground. It's like she's playing with Legos. Like, fucking Luna and CL never existed. They were never real. Like, this is just keeping her delusion going. I just see a kid that is so lost in her grief. Just like the paintress, that she's just like, she's now, this just feels like them being brought back to life. It's just like enabling her into staying more. So this to me feels more like a tragedy and an awful event than like a good event. Because now with her bringing her friends back to life, she's going to be enabled to stay more. And that's bad. Like, she's basically just like building with Legos now. And this is all just like enabling her. Like, she's being enabled. Like, this is bad. This is bad. To me, this is bad. If the goal is to save Alicia, this is bad. What is real? Well, we know that this is not real. We know that this is a canvas. We know this is not the real world. Like, this is like basically just, she's playing inside this canvas. She's stuck in here because of grief and wanting to have like a different world for herself. Like, this is not real. Like, come on now. We all know the difference between the real world and being in like a VR chat room. This is like a VR chat room that she's stuck in. So you guys can all be like esoteric, like, oh my god, like, what is real, what is not real? But like, they were never real. Like, they were never real. If you think that they are real, then when you play, that would be like me playing The Witcher and thinking that somehow Yennefer and Geralt are real. They're fictional characters. They're creations on a painting. If I'm painting, you know, a scene with characters in it, I'm not going to think they're real either. Right? Like, we don't have psychosis here. Like, I don't have psychosis. Like, they are not real. They have never existed. They are not, you know, in this universe, they're not real. Even in universe, they're not real. They're just creations on a canvas. If someone created us, aren't we real too? Why are you guys being so fucking esoteric? For what fucking reason are you guys doing this right now? Like, we're all understanding the fact that this is a canvas on which they were like, nothing is real, right? This is a painting, right? Like, this is not the real world. Even within the game, this is not the real world. Like, they were never real. They're just paintings. It's like if you were capable of like putting on a VR headset and make yourself a protagonist of a movie, then the characters that are inside that movie don't actually exist. It's kind of like that game that we played. What was that game called again? The game made by that Brazilian developer. Ayla, I think? It's like Ayla. You know how with Ayla, it's all about this dude that puts the VR mask on and he just becomes so like in the VR world that he thinks the VR world is real. But it's not at all, because it's just a game that he's like in a VR world in. They've been huge discussions. If you need to have discussions about whether they're real or not, like, you clearly don't understand the game, right? Like, clearly you don't get it, because it's very obvious that this is a painting, a canvas, a painting that was made by Verso. So everything that he painted in, all the characters that he painted in, it's just like a painting. It's just his creation. This is just a world in which you can Mario 64 yourself inside a painting. But it doesn't mean that you're basically creating like you know, an alternate universe. Like, I thought it was alternate universes, but it's not. It's just paintings that you can step into. It's not the real world because an actual real world is existing outside of the painting. And the characters within the painting are aware that there's a real world outside, right? So it's very clear to me that this is not real. They've never existed, because if somebody didn't decide to paint them in, then they wouldn't be here. They don't actually exist. They are a mental creation put onto a canvas, onto a painting. Right?
So you were her daughter? And you were a paintress too?
Like, if you think that they are real, then you are probably... Like, if you think that they are real people, then you're probably, like, probably very, like, susceptible to AI psychosis. Like for real. Like, every single person that thinks that they have, like, an actual consciousness and that they're real people in this world, like, step away from ChatGPT. Like, step away from ChatGPT, because you are susceptible for AI psychosis.
Right?
Step away from ChatGPT.
And you knew this whole time! You fucking coward! You betrayed us! We trusted you!
You can bring them back too. Yeah? Everyone we've lost.
Yeah, but I need chroma, and Papa controls all the chroma in the canvas.
No. Not all of it. The expeditioners. The ones killed by Nevrons. Gustav noticed their chroma remains in their bodies. They never dissipated. Like the gamage.
It's sold chroma and not pure. It won't be like bringing the two of you back, but we could use it in other ways.
To me, this feels sad. Like, this whole thing feels sad to me.
Time for the greatest expedition in history.
Like, I look at this and I feel sad because this kid is now stuck in here. And the more she's doing to make this world shape to her liking, the more sad it becomes, because the more she's gonna get stuck in here. Also, LOL to those people. Like, I was cursed out so bad for being so confused why I'm playing as Verso in Act 2. And somebody was like, well, it's called Act 2 Verso, so of course he's gonna be the protagonist. Why are we in Act 3 Mael and we're still playing as Verso? Okay, right. Anyway. Right. Okay. Regardless. I don't know. I feel weird. I feel weird. I feel weird. Thank you, Elle. I appreciate that. I feel weird, guys. Like, I feel like, what is the point? I feel like everything that I'm doing in this game right now is like enabling this delusioned kid. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to help her achieve her goal. Like, she needs to get out and just, like, I don't know, find a psychologist in Lumiere or in Paris or wherever it is that they're at, and get help, like, dealing with her grief. Like, this does not feel right to me at all. If God exists and created us and we are self-aware, who's to say we're not people in a game? Like, okay, you guys can hit all sort of like crazy-ass theories, but that doesn't change the fact that the game has established lore, and the established lore within the game is that there is a real world and there is a canvas that people can go into. Like, what is your problem? like what is your problem? Like, we can all discuss, you know, the esotericism of like, oh, but aren't all creations actually conscious or whatever. It's like, that is not the point, because the game has established that there is a real world, and then there is painting worlds, fake worlds that you can get into, that you can put your consciousness into, but then there's still, the real world doesn't disappear. You don't just shift from one timeline to another. There is still a real world that exists, and this is like a fake painted world. This is a painting that we're in. It's not what my belief is. My belief system, whether a game theory or a simulation theory is true or not, it's like whatever. But we have to remember the lore that the game is establishing, which is that there is a real world, and we're just not in it right now. We're inside a painting that was made by Verso, that the parents as well as Alicia escaped into because they couldn't handle being in the real world where Verso is dead. So all this, like, you know, creations, like, whoa. Okay, you can discuss that about real life where we don't know the truth, but in this game we know the truth, and that's that a real world exists, right? If we humans are not in the real world right now, somehow we don't know. So we can still hold that belief, but it was demonstrated to us that we aren't. We couldn't keep presenting. That doesn't mean our feelings... It's true, like... We can theorize about real life because we don't know. We have never seen outside of the painting before, so you can theorize whether it's all a game or not, but we will never know until we are capable of stepping out of the game. Right? But in this game... there is a real world, okay? And we're just not in it. Like, it's very clear that this young girl, Alicia, is trapped in this fake world canvas because she cannot... She likes the canvas way better than she likes the real world, because her brother is there and she can speak and she has both her eyes and she is in charge and she has power in this play world. So you guys can fucking be, you know, discussing all these like esoteric spiritual concepts, but you're stepping away from the actual lore of the game. You know, if you're doing that, I hope you are aware that that's happening. Because it doesn't apply, you know. Is this game a French psyop to get us all to fight each other? That's kind of like what it feels like. But I don't want to fight anybody, I just want to play this game. But people have decided I am the enemy through this playthrough, which is so crazy. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I don't have much days to finish this game. I only have like a few days left to finish this game, and most of this day was ruined by chatters who couldn't behave. So, I don't know.
Save it. I don't need your mea culpa. You did what you felt you had to. Of course, you were wrong, but...
Like, I feel so weird, because I feel like the emotional connection that I've had with CL and Luna and everyone is severed. I don't feel connected to these characters at all anymore, knowing that they're not real. Like, I feel severed. Like, I look at CL and I'm like, you're a painting. You're not real. Like,
I thought you'd be more upset.
I was. I got over it.
Like, this is a kid's Roblox server, is what it feels like.
Everything I knew about our world is wrong. And you know what? I don't care. 'Cause death isn't death anymore. And that means I can see my husband again.
She was always pixels to begin with. Yeah, but you know what I mean, right? Like... if I'm when I play a game, I'm role-playing the game. I mean, it's a role-playing game. It's a JRPG. It's a role-playing game. So I try to put my emotions and my feelings in the game. If I'm like, oh, everything is pixels, then why ever play a video game in the first place, you know? But I can imagine that how I feel right now is if you approach a game and you think everything is pixels, so who the fuck cares about anything anyway? Because then you don't have an emotional connection. And now I don't have an emotional connection anymore because I know that they're all just painted figures. Right?
CL.
It all feels fake. Like the only person that's real in here is Mael / Alicia.
Oh, please. I'd sacrifice you in a heartbeat to get him back. So, I understand. We're good.
Thank you.
As long as you help me bring Pierre back. You owe me.
You got it.
As long as you...
You got it.
And I feel bad for Verso too. Like, bro needs to die. Like, he needs to die as well because, like, he's like a stuck soul, essentially. It's like he's just stuck against his will. A creation that was created against his will, now he's stuck here.
Lune.
I was right not to trust you.
And what would you have done in my position?
I wouldn't have betrayed my expedition. I would have warned them that everyone they cared about was about to be erased. That they were about to be erased. I would have told them the truth. Because after everything we've been through, we deserved that.
Like, I could not be Verso though. I could not be him. Actually, I'm having some respect for Verso here because if I was Verso, I'd be like, I would legit be like Cthulhu and be like, listen, bitch, you're not real. You're not real. You're a painting. You don't exist. None of this is real. Like, I would spitball the whole fucking thing and like give everybody an existential crisis to the point that they would all probably curl themselves in the game. I'd be like, you're not real anyway, so like, like, I can't, you know, I can't. So the fact that Verso is just like lying, because he knows, right? He knows everything. He knows the whole painting thing. He knows that he's not real either. He knows everything. He knows that they're just existing in a painting. And yet he's like keeping up the charade so that these people can have an illusion of being alive. Like, I respect it. I do. Like, I respect it. I literally have like an appreciation for Verso now because I could never. Is this why people are glazing Verso? Because he's just capable of keeping this huge like secrets, like right? It's like literally the movie The Matrix, and it's like he knows, like he is like the Trinity. He is the Morpheus. But he sees that everybody is very happy in the Matrix, so he decides to not wake up anyone and just let them be in their stupid little delusions of their stupid little lives. And he carries the burden of knowing reality on his own. Bro is literally Morpheus. I don't know how I feel about all of this. Like, I respect the craziness of this story. Well, yeah, but like clearly, like there is no point then. Like the reality is there's no point in telling these characters the truth and waking them up to the Matrix because they're not real. They cannot step out of the canvas. They cannot exit the Matrix because they don't exist. There's no point in being real with them. There's a point in being real with Mael, for example, so that she could step out of the painting. But there is no point in being real with them. Like in the Matrix, most people at least exist outside of the Matrix and in real life as well. So waking them up like is valuable, but they cannot be woken up because they're not real. They don't exist in the real world. They only live inside this painting. There's no pill to offer these people because they're not real. Like, they're not real.
So you choose your expedition over your mother?
That's your problem. You think in false dichotomies. It wasn't an either-or situation. Other solutions were possible if you'd only trusted us enough to ask.
Like, at this point in the game, the only thing that I care about is getting Alicia out. That's the only thing that I care about. Like, all this shit and this infighting, it's like I don't really care about it anymore. Why would I care if it's not real? I feel like they should have saved this for way later. Like, I don't know how much game time I've left, but they should have saved this for all the way until the end, because I don't know how long I've left still, but I really feel myself just not really caring much anymore, besides about what happens to Maëlle / Alicia. Like, she needs to just get out. Like, that's like the only thing.
Knowing what you know now.
Yeah,
Would you have
Maëlle
helped
should have
me
been the
force my mother
protagonist
out
of
of the
these parts,
canvas?
for sure. I don't understand why we're still playing as Verso.
I don't apologize for saving her. But I am sorry I broke your trust. And I will do everything I can to help bring everyone back.
Why would you? Don't do that, because then, like, Alicia is going to be less likely to leave. If you're going to make this Roblox server a utopia for her, she's never going to take the VR headset off. Like, this is so bad. Please, like, her actual real-life family is waiting for her on the other side. Granted, Clea is a bitch, and probably her mom hates her too, as we know from the journals. So it sucks for her there, but maybe she can get therapy, because she's gonna die if she just stays in this fantasy. Like, let her, like, you know, frontal lobe develop first before she makes a decision whether she can, like, be stuck in this delusion and wants to die here. You know, like, please. Let's make sure she's, like, 21 at least before, you know, she gets to make a decision like this.
Oh, everyone's mad at you.
Whole house mad. SKA, where were you earlier? Like, this should have been a fucking voice alert in this stream from the whole fucking start. Ooh, everyone is mad at you. Like, fucking hell, we should have had this earlier. I would have legit added this to my soundboard. My god. Whole house mad.
Are you?
Iskia can be sad, or bad, or even rad, but never, ever mad. Bad things happen when we get mad.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I think another question everyone should answer differently is, should we drag other people from their comfortable worlds they chosen for themselves to harsh reality? First of all, you should watch the San Junipero episode of Black Mirror. Like, let's start there. Second of all, that is up to consent, yes. But we all know that children cannot consent. That children shouldn't consent. It should be up to the parents until they reach an adult age. I'm sure that whenever Alicia reaches adulthood, that if she wants to escape into the painting still, sure, she should. But she shouldn't be making those choices at this age. Like, you know, I don't think any of us should ask our 16-year-old selves, like, you know, to choose a life path for us that we're going to be stuck in. There's a reason why the age of consent is like a thing, you know. I don't think that at her age of 16, she should be allowed to decide for herself these things, because, like, you know, I don't think that she is developed enough, like, emotionally and mentally to know what's good for her. Because the reality is that she is gonna die in the real world if she stays in here. So it's basically like a suicide if she gets stuck. You know?
But I can never be mad at you. Iskiken bad thing.
Yeah, especially during extreme grief. I think it's extremely irresponsible to let a grieving teenager decide if they want to be stuck in like a dream world or not. Or well, not a dream world, but you know what I mean. Yeah, like I feel like it's what Japega says as well. Like I feel like the game pulled the band-aid perhaps a little bit too early. Like I don't know how long we have left, but I feel like a big reveal, like everything was fake. Really, well, it was never real anyway. It was all painting that, you know, they jumped into. That should have been left like until the very last moment, I think. Because, again, I don't know if my experience is very different from other people, but again, I feel like I care very little about anything or anyone besides about Maya/Alicia right now, because she's like the only thing that's in here that's real.
Not to say I told you so, but I do believe that I did, in fact, tell you so.
Thanks for the support.
Was it worth it? What will you do?
I'll do my best to earn their trust back.
Quite a steep hill to climb.
Why would you? I don't know. Like, I gotta say that I'm happy that the story makes sense. Because it's true, like, everything is making sense now. But, yeah, either I wish they would have revealed this much later, or maybe would have write something different. Yeah, Fru, but again, it's because the whole family is grieving. Like, Fru, if you are the type of person that would let a 16-year-old kid basically decide if they want to kill themselves or not, then you can be that person, but I don't think that's right. Like, I don't think it's right to give a 16-year-old that's grieving autonomy to basically kill themselves, because that's what she's doing if she stays stuck in here. So you can give all your arguments, but I'm not going to agree with you because it goes against my principle. I think it's very irresponsible to let a grieving 16-year-old decide whether she wants to withdraw into a, you know, a fake world of escapism to the point that she dies, or whether she should just be in the real world first. It's like, I would be like, give her therapy, let her go through the process of grief first, and then let her decide what it is that she wants to do with her life once she's a grown-up and she's capable of doing what she does, right? And I don't think her family is that terrible. I mean, clearly they care about her a lot. I mean, her mom clearly, you know, cannot really stand looking at her anymore. So, like, the mom, like, I get it. But I think the family can heal, you know? Like, I really don't think we should leave, like, a 16-year-old to make a decision in the heat of grief. That just doesn't feel right to me. Like, if she was a full-grown adult, it would be a completely different story, I think. This is just how I feel, though. Like, if you think it's totally okay that she can make that decision at her age, then that's up to you. It just doesn't align with how I feel. Because to me, children are children, you know?
We have to push Papa out of the campus before he erases everything.
And I remember what I was like when I was a kid. And if I look back on how I was as a kid, it's like, thank God I grew up. You know what I mean? Because, like, thank God that, you know, when you're a kid, you're allowed to be a kid and not put in a position to make these huge choices. You know? Because whenever you're an adult, almost always when you look back on the decisions you made when you were young, you're cringing looking back at it. You're like, oh God, you know? Whether it's a relationship that you got into, a job that you took on, you know, a study that you followed. When you grow up, you realize, oh my God, this is really not something that I wanted to do. Or this relationship is really not something that made me happy, or like whatever, right? Like, we make so many mistakes as 16-year-olds. Especially when we're 16, that when we're fully like grown up and we look back on, we're like, fuck, like we were so dumb back then. So that's why I don't think that she should be making this decision at this age. But she's still acting logically for a 16-year-old, right? She's like, we have to push Papa out so that like we can, you know, the canvas, like, you cannot destroy anything. Like, I get her though, I get her. Like, she wants to stay in this world because the real world sucks for her, and I fully get that. But the reality is that she will die. She will quite literally die if she stays in here. It will be the death of an actual kid, the death of the actual Alicia if she stays in here.
I'm surprised he hasn't already.
He's been weakened by his battle with Maman. That's probably why he hasn't come after us. But it won't stop him for long.
I just want to grab her and be like, Maëlle, wake up, please. Like, please go back to your family, Maëlle, please. Like, this is not real. Like, please, Maëlle. Please, like, don't give up on your life. Like, there's hope for you in the real world. Please don't give up. Like, I wanna wake this kid up so bad.
If you and your father keep fighting, you risk breaking the world again. Another fracture, but this time, it might be you trapped inside the monolith.
What's the alternative?
Maybe.
Yes!
Maybe you should go home.
You should go home. Thank you, Construct of Verso.
Verso.
Verso-based. I never thought the day would come that I would say that. But I agree with Verso. Verso-based. Clip it and ship it, gamers. Clip it and ship it. Verso-based. I mean, obviously Rexiel, because he basically is just like, imagine if you are Verso and somebody all of a sudden walks up to you at some point like, listen, son, you're not real, bro. You are like nothing but just like a memory and a painting that was like, he's basically what would happen if people were being real to like Ciel and Luna too. Like, y'all don't really exist at all. Like, you're just creations of this painting that this rich family painted, and they're just sometimes going into to play. Would you want to keep going? You know, like Verso is the one that knows. He is awakened to the Matrix, but he doesn't exist in real life. So like, basically, it's like he thinks that he is Verso, but he realizes like, I am not real, and every memory that I have is a memory of somebody that's actually dead. It's the memory of somebody who's dead. I have the appearance of somebody that's dead, and I don't actually exist. Like, I would kind of want to get out, like, you know, like, especially after how long? Like, how long has he been in here? Like, over 100 years or so, he said? It gets to a point, you know, it gets to a point. Yeah, he's forced to spend it every day with his sister that isn't real, and his sister and his only real family is all dead and gone. Yeah. Well, his real family is not dead and gone. His real family just exists in the real world where he doesn't exist. That's more like the reality, right? Because everybody is alive, minus Verso.
You're fighting each other, but you're all doing the same thing.
No.
Eileen wants her son back. Renoir wants you and Eileen back. You want Gustave back. The cycle we needed to break wasn't the gommage. It's your family's cycle of grief.
Based. Verso based again. I mean, now I know why people like him. Because I like this side of him. Like, the fucking shady side of him. I understand it now, though. I understand it because, again, like, it's not like he could have spilled this eldritch knowledge to people. But he is actually spitting the truth. Eileen wants her son back. Renoir wants you and Eileen back. You want Gustave back. You know, just get out. I'm sorry, but he's based. He's being very based. And he makes a total sense now. I think the one thing that I really like about this reveal is that Verso makes a lot of sense. Like, if anything, everything makes sense and Verso makes a lot of sense, which is great. Do I care about anybody but Verso and Mael right now? No, I really don't care about anything else anymore because nothing is real. But at least Verso's entire behavior is to be explained because, like, again, there's no need to play Morpheus if the people that you're trying to wake up from the Matrix cannot be woken up anyway because they don't exist, you know? You may as well keep that secret. Instead of giving people the existential dread that they're not alive, they don't exist, like...
Our whole world carries the burden of your family's grief.
It's true. It's true. Because we also gotta remember, right, despite nobody in here being real, they are creations in this fake world, but they do experience inside this world. And this world is a fucking damn fucking shitty one. Like, they're all victims still, because it's not like, you know, whoever painted this world painted rainbows, unicorns, riches for everybody. Utopia, happiness. Like, the person that painted this world painted death, destruction, grief, pain. It's a really shitty fucking world to be in. Everybody that was painted by the original Verso to be in here are all victims of his, like, twisted and fucked up mind. The real Verso is probably a kid that sucked ass if he created a world like this. So filled with suffering. This Verso, though, is based because he's like, listen, like, everybody here is, like, stuck in this god-awful world because of your family's grief that cannot let this painting go. This canvas should be burned and disappeared. And we're all fucking stuck in this fucking misery and hell because of your fucking family. How is the original Verso ass? It kind of feels like, you know, if a kid were to make an ant farm, but in the ant farm, like, every year he would put, like, a big lizard that would eat all the ants. So, like, every year you know, all the ant families are grieving very severely and suffering very severely because half of their ant family gets eaten. And every year a bunch of them gets sent to fight other lizards and bugs in the hope and delusion that they might save their family, the rest of their family, from the lizards. It's like it's like he created a cruel world. The real Verso, the kid Verso that died, created a really cruel world for his characters to live in, you know? So I feel like that's kind of shit. Like, I don't know. That's kind of shit. Because this is Verso's canvas, we have to remember that. So the real Verso is just a really shitty kid. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, to me it's shitty if you're just putting people through so much suffering, I guess. Creates the greatest expedition in history? What the fuck does that mean, bruh? Writing the journal of Gustav's apprentices? What? She is sure that when she brings the apprentices back, they will want to read this story. Oh my god, bro. Ay, ay, ay. So on that note, I'm grabbing another drink because I'm feeling lightheaded from all the yapping and not drinking or eating anything because my drink has been empty. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Hang on tight, don't go anywhere, and we continue. Please, I would like to remind everybody, grab something to eat, something to drink. We're going to be here for a while. And please read the rules, because otherwise you're not going to be here. And I'd like for you to stay there, you know, but you can't if you don't adhere to the rules. So anyway, we're back. Alright gamers, I'm back. I felt like I was only going to pass out 4 times on the way back to the living room. Oh my god. Like, I don't think y'all understand how fucking exhausting these streams are. Like, if you think streaming is just gaming, bruh. I wish I had it speed right. I need some sugar, but I found nothing sugary really. Yeah. Imagine the stress, but also imagine talking for like 4 hours in a row without breaks. Yeah, welcome to Twitch.tv though. It's still, you know, definitely not as hard as most other jobs, but it's definitely not for the faint of heart, you know. It's like constant multitasking, constant talking, and trying to focus and play a game. And so many people are always like, oh my god, why are you standing still for so long? Not actually playing the game, bro. Imagine if I read the chat, try to make sense of the story, read the story, fucking do everything all at once. Like, there's a limit. What the fuck is this? Create the greatest expedition in history. What's that? What did I just do? I feel like I shouldn't have pressed this button.
obscur, voir des hauts pins, tu trouveras sans aide. Clair obscur, trouble de gras, tu trouveras effet. Clair obscur,
Fuck did I just do?
voir des hauts pins, tu trouveras sans aide.
Are we gonna bring Gustav back to life? It's like we're performing some necromancy here. We're bringing some dead expeditioners back. Can we do that to Gustav?
Clair obscur, voir des hauts pins, tu trouveras sans aide. Clair obscur, trouble de gras, tu trouveras effet. Clair obscur, voir des hauts pins, tu trouveras sans aide.
Right, so we really just be bringing everybody back besides Gustav. Cool. Can I go back to camp? Because I really thought that... I did not think that this, like... I should have checked up on the others instead.
Who's going to upgrade our Pictos now?
I did not think that the... Usually go to sleep means that you go to the next point, so I'm a little bit like, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't really know what time it is. I think probably have to go back here. Sorry guys, but I wanted to check up on the others first. I did not think that create the best expedition ever would put me, you know, into the next scene. I do want to know how the others are thinking. I don't want to skip over that dialogue, so... My bad, because it didn't say go to sleep. My bad, my bad. Yeah, I did not want to miss this scene, so... Sorry about that.
Nice hair.
Oh yeah, that.
I can't believe there's another world out there. A world I'll never get to see.
Wait, she told them? But how did she tell them? Like, there's another world, or there's only one real world, or...
I'm sorry. I didn't... My memories... I would have told you if I'd known.
Don't apologize. You were trapped too. You lived among us. You're one of us. Even if you're also one of them.
It's so weird. I have memories of 2 childhoods, 2 homes, 2 Lumiere.
You're not an orphan anymore. You just found your family. Don't you want to be with them?
I mean, in her defense, her mom hates her. Her sister is kind of a bitch. Her brother is dead.
I love my family, but they're all gone. In one way or another. And you're my family too. So are Gustav and Emma. And I didn't see it at the time, but all the families who took turns taking care of me.
Maya.
This is a lot to take in.
Yeah. But for the first time in a long time.
Alright, so she clearly didn't tell them, like, basically, y'all are not real. Okay, so she just was like, okay, so there's, like, another universe. Well, if you were in their place and you were aware of reality, you'd probably be like Verso and wanting to basically not live anymore. like this Verso being like, you know, everything should be gone, actually. Yeah, I just sit down and give up on everything. Same. Same.
Once we're ready, we can head to Lumiere.
Yeah. Yeah, right, that lady on the plane. That motherfucker is not real. Like... yeah. Yeah, because she didn't tell him, Manu. She didn't tell them. But if she had told them, then I'm sure that they would just be like... I mean, it's what happens to people in H.P. Lovecraft stories, right? That all of a sudden become aware of the truth of the universe and they just go insane. Because, like, how do you deal? Right? How do you deal? And that's why I like Verso now, because I understand that Verso actually made the right choice of not telling them anything. Not telling them the truth. Because if anybody ever were to know the truth, they would probably just go insane. Or stop caring altogether and give up, you know? I never expected that the truth of this story would be that nothing is real besides Renoir, Alicia, and Aline. So now, whereas I used to hate all the Verso vague posting, I actually see that it was a very noble pursuit of him. Because, you know, the knowledge that he was keeping was knowledge that probably could have gotten everybody to basically just give up on everything.
Who's going to upgrade our Pictos now?
I can do it.
Oh, the new Picto upgrader. Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna be very real. This is probably good. Like, listen, I like Verso now. The next thing I'm gonna be hated for is I don't see what people like in Clea. That's gonna be the next thing. Clea to me seemed very mean. Like, I don't know, she did not have to be that mean about, like, her appearance. And that comment about, oh, fix your throat while you're in there was so vile to me. Like, your sister is disabled, god fucking damn it, why are you speaking to her like that? Like, imagine seeing a disabled 16-year-old kid that basically got burned so bad in the fire that she cannot speak anymore. Somebody who lost her voice and is like, oh, while you're in there, fix your throats. Like, what the fuck? I would deck her, guys. Like, I'm not a violent person, but I would deck her. That's your fucking sister. Your disabled 16-year-old sister that got nearly burned to death in a fire. Like, I cannot now speak anymore for the rest of her life. Like, goddamn. Like, I cannot, like, out of all of this, I know that I want Alicia to go back to the real world, but I cannot blame her for wanting to be here, because the real world sucks for her, and Clea plays a big part in that. Imagine having an older sister that bullies you because you can't even speak in the real world. Like, fuck that. Like, holy shit, I wouldn't want to go back either. It's like no wonder that she's more attached to the fake family that she has in here, with basically nothing but imaginary painted friends. Because the real world sucks so fucking bad, to the point that she... Like, even her sister is basically a bitch to her. Like, I know all of you were, like, loving her when she showed up, but she was super mean, in my opinion. I don't know. I just feel really bad for little Alicia. But there's still a story that we don't know. Like, there was a fake alluding to, like, that she believed writers or something. So Clea probably thinks that Alicia is to blame for everything, so that's where her asshole-ish attitude is coming from. Like, I'm sure she has her reasons, but I don't know. For me personally, like, no matter what fucking reason would be, if my sister, any of my sisters, especially my twin sister, somehow got burnt so severely in a fire that she couldn't even speak anymore, the last thing I would do is give her shit and be mean to her. I would probably cry for like 20 years because I couldn't speak to my sister anymore. Even thinking about it's making me tear up. Because of how awful that would be. So, I don't know guys, I'm never gonna like Clea, I don't give a fuck. Like, to me that's a real bitch move. I cannot imagine being that awful to your hurt, disabled family member, you know? That's terrible to me. So, you can like Clea, but I'm gonna think you're a pretty bad person. Like, not gonna lie. You must be pretty, like, low on empathy if you think that... if you like Clea, really. I'm gonna get hated on for this, surely, but I don't care, bruh. How much more hate is there left to give, really? I just think that's just so cold. Like poor Mael or poor Alicia, more like, she looked so hurt. And the way that before she went into that painting, she kind of was like saying a line of like, you know, I know that they blame me, and it's like, oh, this poor kid, like, you're just a baby. You're just a kid though, like, you know. We have to remember that she's just a kid. Trying to get stuff done. You can get stuff done without basically just like making mean and rude remarks to your disabled sister. I really don't care, guys. You're never gonna win this one for me. You're never gonna win this one for me. So you may as well give up. And find other Clea Glazers, because I am not one of them. And I'm not gonna be one of them. Alright, so, like, what do we do, even? We can go so many places now. So is there any lore significant places that I should definitely go to? Anything with manor doors I would love to go to, even though, you know, like, what's the point, right? Like, we know everything. Yes, no, I'm asking this for real. This is a question I want answered. Is there any valuable locations that are important for the lore or understanding the story? Or because there's like a manor door there? Because now we have like the ability to fly, so we can go places. Guys, I am asking not whether I should talk, I'm asking if there's any areas that I should go to right now. What's so difficult about that question? Side content, I'm not asking for side content, I'm asking if there's areas right now that I should visit. Flying Manor. Is there where is the Flying Manor? Here, I think. Right. Like, we will get to the character stuff later. I'm just asking for right now where I can go. So this is where we should go?
Here I come!
I still have so many side quests as well, guys. Like, we still need to do like the whole side shit for Frozen Hearts.
Hang on tight.
But I don't know, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, how I'm feeling right now is I don't even know if I want to do the side stuff for the side characters. Because, like I said, I don't feel any connection to the side characters at all anymore, knowing that they're not real. They should have really, like, not pulled the band-aid that early for me. Like, if the side character content is just gonna be character arcs for them, then I don't really know why I would do that, because, you know, they're not real. It's like, I don't have any emotional investment anymore. I only have emotional investment still in Verso and in Alicia. And anything that makes me capable of understanding Verso or Alicia or the real world more, I'm interested in. But anything about, like, the lives of the side characters that aren't really real anymore is like... What is this tower that somebody just mentioned? Oh. This looks a little crazy. So, somebody mentioned this in this tower. Is this like a lore significant area?
That's where she used to paint and create.
I think so.
A proper challenge.
Not really, it's a trial, but the dialogue at the beginning might interest you, okay? Then we'll talk to the fated NPC, but we'll skip the fighting. Whoa, this looks like Clea, actually, like faded Clea. Right? Like, look at the hair. That's the first time we're seeing that, I think. What is this, though? Choose your trial. Oh, no. Alicia, I must say, you surprised me. I didn't expect you and your friends to succeed. I certainly didn't expect a doppelganger to pull you into his schemes. He was supposed to keep an eye on you, not recruit you. But you did well. All that's left is for Renoir to clean up the canvas. How can you let him erase Verso's canvas? Alicia, don't be emotional. You know this is necessary. Spare me the drivel of how much this canvas means to you. I've spent far more time in here than you. I painted half this world with Verso. Okay, goddamn. We went on adventures here while you sat reading in your room. I was perfectly fine leaving Maman here to work out her sorrows. If you insist on staying too, well, that's your choice. But Renoir will not stand for it, and I need him to help me with the real conflict outside. I don't waste more of his time in here. Enough, I grow tired of repeating myself. Renoir will do what needs to be done. Why don't we have some fun instead? Right, so this is like super significant. Like, I'm glad that I went here. Because now we know that Verso only painted half this world, the rest was Clea's. And, of course, the reminder that there's like a weird, crazy conflict going on in the real world that they actually need Renoir's help for. I wonder why Alicia can't be helpful in the real world conflict. Because she's a painter too, right? So, like, if it's the painters versus the writers, well, she's also a painter, no? Sad you have no friends to play with. Oh. You decline every invitation. I've really had enough. Play, don't play, I don't care. I'll explain the rules, then do as you want. No. the gauntlet. Survive them all and I'll show you true drawing. The gauntlet lies within the skin. Is the worry that there isn't final. Okay, well, at least that was a big lore drop, so I'm happy that we went here. Alright, that was useful. That was good. I'm glad that we went there. Is there any such areas too where there's like a manor door or like a figure that might have some lore for us, if in anybody's knowledge? So just talk to camp, go to camp and talk to characters? Okay. There's a manor door in a spot you can fly to now. Really? Okay, wait, hold on, say no more. But honestly, yeah, I missed 2 doors. I don't know where I missed them. But I wonder if there's like a point still to opening those doors, considering that like we know the reality still. Like I'm not sure what exploring the manor is gonna do anymore. You seem sad that the world is fake. Well, a little bit. A little bit. I don't hate it as like a story beat. I think it's pretty cool because it does explain everything. So I think I want to say props to the writers for at least, you know, finding a way for everything to make sense. I just wish we'd know later, I guess, like not this early, you know, because like I don't really care that much about anything anymore. Besides Alicia and Verso.
Mael.
I'm getting quite tired of people telling me to go home. So please, no more.
Fine. As you wish.
They're counting on me. I won't abandon them. And I refuse to abandon you.
Like I'm just seeing this disillusioned child. Sad. You lost interest to go on at this point too for similar reasons. Takes the momentum. It kind of does, yeah. Because now it's just a really sad story about a kid being stuck in like an imaginary world, really, a created world that she doesn't want to come out of. And that she will die if she stays. So anything that helps make that world more comfortable for her is just gonna lead to her death. And I think that's pretty fucking awful.
I found the letter.
I mean, if she has like a separate side story, like a big side story, I do want to do that. I think I had it on my phone, but I think I definitely have until like the 17th to keep playing this game until like we have 2 more days, really, 2 more whole streams to play this game, essentially, I think, so. So I definitely don't want to skip out on anything significant.
What?
From Alicia.
From Alicia?
I need to see her. I want to talk to her and understand.
Diva? What? Like, why is she like, I want to see Alicia and understand? Girl, I thought we had established that that's you. Now we're back to Alicia being a separate entity, bro. Like, was I... What? Bruh. Just when I thought I understood the story. Oh, God.
Understand what?
Why, Maman?
What? Kept her scars? No. Don't go messing with her head. She doesn't need that, and she doesn't owe you any answers.
Why Maman kept her scars? But...
She's the one who kept coming to me.
Guys, I don't get it anymore. I thought that we were Alicia. Like, didn't the whole game just establish that we are Alicia just reincarnated as Mael? And like Mael said earlier, that she has like the memories of 2 lives. Is this just like another case of like the game spacing being fucked up as hell in camp, that they have no idea where we're at in the main story or something?
Just leave her be. Please.
Vaso, you're not doing her any favors. You already destroyed her world. Maybe I can help her. She doesn't owe me, but maybe I owe her.
No, I don't want an answer, guys. I don't want an answer. I just thought I understood the story, but now I don't anymore. Like, I mean, maybe like another version of Alicia is still here existing, like Verso is, that just like part of Alicia's memories are here. But it's weird because the actual conscious, alive Alicia is in the body of Mael right now. She got reincarnated as Mael in here. So did her soul get like fragmented or something? Like, I don't know.
And let's not talk about what you owe her. Don't you want to see her?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, of course. She doesn't want to see me though. Not after...
Then she can throw us out and we'll leave her alone. Is that a yes? Great. Where is she?
If I had to guess, there is a place she loves. At the top of the mountain, near the monolith. With the 3rd axon.
Oh, that axon. I guess we're climbing.
But maybe we're gonna find out, right? Maybe we're gonna probably find out well, how Alicia is still here or whatever.
Well,
I'm getting quite tired.
Fine.
Accounting.
More? Okay. So if we have more time left over, I don't mind doing the story of the other companions. It just, you know, already taking a backseat for me now. So I'd rather just like try to finish Mael/Alicia's story. And then if we have time, then we do that as well. Because obviously, like, you know, I do want to honor them in that way. Yeah. Like I'm feeling very conflicted because I'm super happy that the story is like making sense. I was really like, how are they gonna pull this off? So I'm really glad that it makes sense now. I just kind of wish it would have made sense later, you know? But I can also understand that probably for the sake of like how the story is written, it couldn't have made sense earlier, you know? Because I can only imagine like what CL already said, that like, a big part of CL's wish is for her husband to be brought back. Obviously, you know, it needs to be established that one of them has the ability to do so before that can happen. For CL to get like her family back or whatever.
Here we go.
I'm assuming this is it, but... I think the lyrics is saying like, Alicia, I see you, I feel you, or whatever. But like, we are Alicia, so what does this mean? Like, I don't... We are Alicia. Yeah, Beefy, it might just be that, you know, I can do some side content to the game myself. Even after we finish the main story, but... You know, unfortunately, we're in that era of the year where all of a sudden 600,000 new games are coming out, and you know, I don't want to. I don't want to miss out on those games because I'm side questing in Expedition 33. You know, especially when it's like probably insignificant to the story overall. Yeah, Mortal Shell 2 is gonna take over my life as well, and I am very excited. So... Cutscene... Appears to be a giant gestural. Blood of the Dawnwalker? Me too. I can't wait to get into that.
Another axon. How did it get so large?
She wasn't always this tall. She's obsessed with reaching the stars, so...
Papa and his parables.
Parables?
He never paints just to paint. Everything has to have layers and layers of meaning and purpose. Everything's a lesson.
What's the lesson with this one?
Hope.
Lizzie. My sister's at the top.
And Papa knows I have vertigo.
But isn't she your sister too, though? Like, hello? Like, I'm so, like... You are also his sister. Like, you are literally his sister, as in, like, the one that's alive in real life. But I suppose that the remnant of Alicia that remains, the more faded, uninhabited version, like the shell, I suppose, it's not actively being operated by IRL Alicia. It's just the one that he personally spent the most time with, I guess, so he's more bonded to that version. I can also understand that Verso probably feels more bonded to the faded, grey, unpainted Alicia. Because he probably feels like he has more in common with her, if you think about it, right? Because neither of them are real. Neither of them have a body outside of this painting world, right? So I feel like the both of them probably connect in that way, that if the canvas gets destroyed, they're gone. They don't wake up in the real world. They don't get pulled out of the painting. They're both gone. Which is kind of sort of something that was already said in the letter, right? Like Alicia said, like, I have made my peace. I hope that but when the time comes, you've made your peace as well. So I feel like he probably feels like that faded Alicia, the uninhabited Alicia. We're just gonna call her that because like Mayel is inhabited by the real Alicia. The shell that is Alicia probably turned gray and unpainted the moment that real life Alicia stepped out of her. And then when she stepped back in to be Mayel, that's probably when the shell of Alicia that is unpainted and uninhabited kind of sort of stayed back, you know? So I can understand why he probably feels like that's his sister more than this Alicia is right now. Because they can relate to each other, that they're both people that are aware of that everything is fake and they're in a painting. They both have the memories of the family. And both of them, when the canvas gets removed, are going to be completely gone into nothingness. So, yeah.
She who grasps the sky.
I hate climbing.
Makes a lot more sense to me now that he really calls her her sister, because that Alicia probably feels more like a sister than Mayel does, you know? Yeah. Because they have a similar fate, you know? Which is quite tragic. There's so much tragedy in this game, when you think about it. It's a very tragic game in general. Yeah, Verso is definitely off the bench, definitely. Like, I'm not sure if he's... I wouldn't put him in the party because I still don't know how to make sense of like his movesets. Like, I still think he's worse to fight with. But I feel it only makes sense for me to run around in this universe as either Verso or as Mayel Alicia. Like I said, Luna and CL, they... Yeah, I don't... I hope you guys won't blame me for not feeling anything for them anymore, knowing that they're just... You know? So Verso is just my character of choice to walk around with right now. Because as far as Mayel Alicia goes, I don't really, like... It's not like I don't like her. But our goals are not the same, you know what I mean? Our goals are not the same anymore. Because Alicia Mayel wants to, you know, stay here, get Renoir out, live in this fantasy world. Whereas I am more on the side of Verso, being like, maybe you should go home, you shouldn't stay here, you're stuck in this grief cycle, you need to be with your family. So the only character that is actually sort of real that I agree with right now is Verso. Yeah, I mean, Alex, like, of course I felt strongly about them before when I thought they were real. Or, well, at least that they were real in this world, but they're just painted creations, you know? They're basically as real as... I don't know... characters in a TV show and a video game would be. Right? Like... It sucks a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Lune, attention.
But it is what it is.
Finesse and grace.
Like, I've lost caring about Verso. I've lost caring about Ciel and Luna, and I gained caring about Verso. So it's like, it's not a complete loss, you know what I mean? It's not what I expected at all. Obviously, I didn't expect this. But it's not a complete loss, right? Because more than anything, I want to see peace for this version of Verso, and I want to see Alicia get home. So I still do care. I just don't really care about the characters that, you know, are not real. Didn't diminish your yeah, my enjoyment is not diminished either, because again, I still care, but I care about different things now, you know.
A storm is coming.
I'm just no longer invested in them as characters, because they don't exist, you know what I mean? Which I know sounds weird because it's a video game, nothing ever exists, but you know what I mean, right? Like, if I were to roleplay as I do, role-playing within this game, even within this game, they don't exist.
Ready.
But I also feel a bit weird in my.
Trying to fix things or break things.
I also feel very. I don't know. I just feel very weird, guys.
Jealous. They wish to destroy her work.
I feel very weird because it feels so wrong to not care about them anymore.
Everything is.
Because in one way, to them their lives are probably real. You know. I don't really know how to feel. It's very conflicted. I just don't know how to feel very well, you know. Yeah. Like, I know I'm not making a lot of sense, but maybe if you've played this game yourself and you've experienced the same feeling, then maybe you understand me a little bit, you know? It's hard to describe. Like, the game feels a lot more hollow, you know what I mean? It's just a very hollow feeling, I suppose. Like, yeah, I've gained the caring for the fate of Construct Verso and the fate of Alicia. But I've lost a lot as well, knowing that, you know, we're just in a painting. We're just in a childhood painting. And all of these characters in this painting just... Yeah, the second Alicia wakes up in the real world, it's like, you know, that's it. The second the canvas gets destroyed, they're just gonna be all gone anyway, you know. If there was a way for them to wake up in the real world, to somehow pull them out of the painting too, then I would be like, hell yeah, let's go. But you can't, right? Because they're not real, unless that's the twist that's still coming, which would be fucking sick, and I really hope that's true. I just don't think so. Honestly, understand because dropped the game at this point, just so pointless to me learning that most of my favorite characters are fake in a game-like setting. Yeah, I get that. Also, Versa will give you a really nice outfit, okay? We'll give you a nice outfit because we like you now. We're gonna make sure that you get your piece. We're gonna make sure you get your piece, okay? We're gonna make sure you get your piece. It's like giving him a suit, not really. I'll give him the civilian outfit. The way he matches a little bit with her. I gotta say though, I like the other hair on Versa a little bit better. This samurai hair. People really thought I would take Mael's side. Why? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's gonna be some people that take Mael's side because, like, we had Fru, for example, being like, you know, oh, she like let the kid, you know. But to me, I don't know. She needs to wake up and be with her family, and otherwise get some therapy, work through the grief. And I'm sure there's like another painting she can escape into at some point if she wants to. But she cannot just die in here, you know. She cannot just die in here. Like, I refuse to let this kid die in here. It's not gonna happen. But I guess the feeling that I'm feeling, it's like a little bit adjacent to, how do I explain, like, it's not the same, but I think the feeling that I'm feeling is a little bit similar to if you were to play a game and the end twist of the game is that it was all a dream. And the reason why people don't like that trope is because everything just feels so empty, like nothing was real anyway. You know? That's why that it was all a dream trope is kind of sort of like a banned trope that never happens anymore. Because people are like, what the fuck? And like, I spent all this care and all this emotion and all this like investment for it all to never be real anyway.
Interesting.
And this game basically is like it was all a dream, but it was basically just like it was all a painting, right? They're kind of it still has the same effect, you know? Because instead of like waking up from a dream, we need Mael to wake up from the painting. The only difference between a dream and this painting is that multiple people can be in it at the same time. Opposed to a dream which is usually just of one person alone. What's so bad about the VR setting? Because she will die in here, evil trash. She's gonna die. If you stay in it for too long, you're literally gonna die in the real world. And like, if she dies in here, it's like she's not gonna all of a sudden live a happily ever after in this in this dream world, I think. Because if you die, right? So, like, and she's only happier here because she is just a grieving kid, you know? Again, Evil Trash, she's a grieving 16-year-old, you know? It's the reason that she has to be pulled out is the same reason that the mother has to be pulled out, because this world is not real, you know? There's a reason that we treat people who are in like AI psychosis. We don't let them live in AI psychosis, even though they think they're happier in the AI psychosis. There's a reason why that needs to be treated. You cannot have people retreating in a dream world, even if they're quote-unquote happier there. Because there's a real-life family. There's a real-life story. She has a life in the real world as well. One that sucks, granted. But she's a 16-year-old kid. There's so much left for her still, and so much life for her left to live. And she does have family that loves her, like Renoir loves her, like her mom. I don't know if she does, I don't really think so. I don't know. Besides that she will die IRL, I just don't, you know, like, nah. Like, if she was a full-grown adult that doesn't want to live anymore, because basically staying here is like deciding to commit suicide. If she was a full-grown adult that wanted to stay in this world because she really has given up on her life in the outside world and she doesn't want to live anymore. Okay, but she's a 16-year-old, you know, like, how can you support like allowing a 16-year-old that cannot see through her own grief and through her own misery?
That Nevron just kick a different Nevron off the tower.
It looks that
To
way.
allow her to stay in a fantasy world, knowing that's gonna kill her. I don't know. Yeah, even as a full adult, Aline lost her mind in here. Like, we were capable of getting her out, thankfully. I hope we get to see, though, the real world Aline and see what happened to her. But I don't know, I feel like there's probably 600 Black Mirror episodes of why it's a bad idea to get too attached to, like, a reality that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's like a huge arc in, like, most, like, cyberpunk themed media, right? Where people just get so lost in these alternate realities. I think it's even a big plot point in Cyberpunk 2077 with, like, the brain dances, right? People that get too stuck in the brain dances, they become, like, addicted to it because it's so much better than the real world, and then they basically just end up dying. Like, their brains end up getting fried, shit like that. It's not good to, like, to be stuck in a world that doesn't exist. Especially when your real life body can die when you're in there for too long, you know? I have no idea, Bitfreeze, but I feel like that's kind of a spoiler, but I think all my mods are gone, so I'm kind of cooked now. Is there any mods still here? I feel like they're all gone. Yeah, that was too late, Rem. I fear that I've just been spoilered. Rip.
I'll do it.
That's okay. I cannot expect you guys to be here all the time. Just sad, but whatever. But yeah, no, it's like I'm never gonna be on on
Please survive.
Alicia's side here out of principle. I know that she's 16 Rayford, I don't know anything else. I literally just saw a manor door in the boss room behind these fuckers. I'm gonna go crazy. Where is it? Like in the boss arena when I'm fighting them, I'm seeing a manor door. Why am I not seeing it here? Like what? Where is it? There was a manor door right behind them. Fuck me. Like, this area is a goddamn maze. Like, look, the manor door. Trying to see if I recognize this area at all. There's like one of those orange things up there. Okay. So there's a bunch of orange things here, so that doesn't really help. God fucking damn it! I'm like, that's one of the things I hate so much about this game, is these forced combat encounters everywhere. It's like, dude, I've had it. Like, let me just explore, please, for fuck's sake. Like, it's just too much. Like, like the combat encounters are okay, but there's too much of them. We should have an ability to avoid those things. You know, like in Pokemon, at least you get like a repel spray. It won't even let me jump down though, guys. Like it won't let me jump down. Maybe here. Oh, there's the door. Let's go.
I understand that. Only child.
Yeah, Claire's the oldest. She's just so perfect. So accomplished and talented. Papa's favorite. He's so proud of her. And Verso. Verso could always make Papa laugh. I had so many inside jokes. Then there's me.
And then there's you. The actual favorite. The one he calls his hidden star, but who's too shy and self-conscious to see it.
Yet here I am, messing things up even more.
Look around. He just wants you to fly.